We live in interesting times. This week's stories. A special message to all our frontline workers. A DIY succulent terrarium. Families in Spain doing fun things at home. Learn to make yummy, crunchy churros with chocolate dip. A scenic walk with a family. Have fun making chocolate cupcakes. And from E25 Records, break the chain. This is Eagle News Weekend Edition coming to you from Las Vegas, bringing you stories from around the globe. I'm Anna Clee. Now for the details. Frontline workers are not limited to those who work in the hospital settings. There are those who continue to work in other essential businesses, to serve in many other ways, and to make sure that we stay safe. From our EBC New Jersey Bureau, here's a special message for all of them that will melt your heart. Take a look.
We know you're scared too.
We know you're sleepless and exhausted.
We know you want to stay home and be with your loved one.
Go to work and put your own life on the line for others to live.
The doctors,
nurses,
paramedics,
Therapists,
front desk,
medical assistants,
pharmacists,
medical technologists,
janitorial staff,
clerical staff, and to all of you who still go to work every day.
keep us safe and to provide the things that we need. Please know we are praying for you too.
And we promise to stay home and healthy for you.
Our love and appreciation goes to you and your families.
you are our new heroes.
Thank you so much.
thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, New Jersey. Studies show that having the right plants in the home can improve our health, purify the air, and boost our moods. Don't have a green thumb? Not to worry. Here's Janice Moldong from Laguna Niguel, California, to show us this simple DIY succulent terrarium. Let's take a look.
Tired of being cooped up inside? Why not bring the beauty of the outdoors indoors? Don't have a green thumb? Try a succulent terrarium. Succulent plants are easy to maintain and add a bit of nature therapy to your home or office. Hello from Laguna Niguel, California. My name is Janice Moldong, and today I'll be showing you how to create your very own succulent terrarium. It's a very easy and simple DIY project, and it will probably take you less than an hour. Most of us are already staying home anyway, so this is definitely a project that you can do while you're stuck inside the house. So let's go ahead and get started. To create your very own succulent terrarium, you will need soil, preferably cactus soil, decorative pebbles or small rocks, terrarium or any kind of glass container, such as a cookie jar, a fish bowl, or a glass vase. And you will also need your succulents. Additionally, you'll need a trash bag, scissors, a small funnel or empty water bottle, and gloves if you don't want to get your hands dirty. Step 1. Add a thick layer of soil. Make sure to add enough for the plants to root. I prefer to use cactus potting soil, but regular potting soil works also. As an added step, make sure that you create a base of either rocks or sand before you add the potting soil to your terrarium. Step 2. Remove the plant from the pot and loosen the dirt. Place it in your terrarium bowl and gently press. Continue to transplant your succulents and arrange them inside the terrarium. Step 3. Add your decorative pebbles for the final step. If you don't have a funnel, you can use a cut water bottle as an alternative to add rocks to the hard-to-reach places. And there you have it. You've just created your very own succulent terrarium. To care and maintain, give the terrarium direct sunlight every day for at least 5 hours. Water the terrarium every 2 weeks or even less. Succulents are desert plants and do not need much water. I hope you guys had fun today creating your very own succulent terrarium, and I hope you found it as easy as I said it would be. From Laguna Niguel, California, my name is Janice Moldong, Eagle News. We live in interesting times. Stay productive, guys.
Thank you, Janice. Many parents are taking advantage of their time at home to do fun things with their children, like these families all the way from Spain. Catherine Arceo with the story.
During the quarantine, many parents take advantage of time to entertain their children. Let's see what our families are doing in Spain.
Good morning, buenos dias.
Hola.
I'm Jasmine.
I'm Ava. I'm Eden. I'm Shelby.
And we're the Manangkil family. During this time of lockdown, it's an opportunity for us to do more things together as a family. So for example, this morning we are cooking breakfast together because the kids asked for pancakes. So we'll be having breakfast shortly, and we hope that everyone else is also enjoying their morning with their kids and their family to have breakfast together.
Hola, estamos haciendo un poco de ejercicio, aprovechando nuestra terraza.
As we have seen, there are so many things that we can do to entertain our children and enjoy a pleasant moment with them. So the important thing is to stay at home now because we help and save many lives. Reporting from Madrid, Spain, I am Catherine Arceo. We live in interesting times.
Thank you, Catherine. Coming up, learn to make yummy, crunchy churros with chocolate dip. And take a scenic walk with the family. Eagle News Weekend Edition will return in a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back. This is Eagle News Weekend Edition coming to you from Las Vegas. I'm Anna Kui. While we find churros commonly sprinkled with cinnamon sugar here in the States, they are often served with chocolate dip in Spain, where they originated from. Here's one of our EBC friends, Gia Ganuela Roldan, inviting us to her kitchen to show us how she makes this yummy, crunchy treat. Let's take a look.
Hi everyone, welcome to Gia's Kitchen. I am Gia Ganuela Roldan from San Antonio, Texas. And while everyone is staying at home, I'm going to share some quick and easy recipe called churro with chocolate dip. Let's begin.
And before we prepare our ingredients, let's wash our hands first.
And here's the list of our ingredients.
1 cup of flour, 1 cup of water, 2 eggs, 2 tablespoons of sugar, and 1/2 cup of butter, 1/4 cup of chocolate, and 1/3 cup of heavy cream, 2 tablespoons of sugar and cinnamon, the wax paper, oil, and the decorating bag. Put the pot on top of the gas stove and turn on medium heat. Let's put the water first, add the butter, and add the sugar. When you see the water boils and the butter melted, turn the stove to low heat. And then add the flour. Mix it well. Mix well from 2 to 3 minutes until there is no dough sticking on the pot. Transfer the dough to another bowl. Wait for 10 minutes to cool down. Then, let's add the egg one by one. Then let's transfer the dough to the decorating bag. So after squeezing everything to the wax paper, I'm going to put this first to the freezer between 17 to 20 minutes so that the outer part of the churro will be crunchy. Then we're going to heat the oil. Drop the churro in until it turns a dark yellow. Mix the sugar and the cinnamon. Then we're going to put the churro to the mixture of sugar and cinnamon. So for our chocolate dip, I'm going to mix the chocolate chips and the heavy cream, and then we're going to put this on the microwave for 1 minute.
And finally, here's the churro with chocolate dip. A simple and delicious treat your whole family can enjoy. I hope you enjoy the stay-at-home recipe. In San Antonio, Texas, I'm Gia Ganwalas-Roldan, Eagle News. We live in interesting times. Back to you in the studios.
Thanks, Gia. Just like many other families who spend their time exploring hidden gems while still practicing social distancing, let's join one of our EBC co-anchors, Lani Valdecantos, with her family and friends taking a scenic walk here in Las Vegas. Let's take a look.
Hi guys, it's a beautiful day here in Nevada, and living in such a vibrant place like Las Vegas, it's easy to overlook some of the hidden gems that we have surrounding our city. So I got the family up and we're gonna go out of our comfort zone, take a scenic walk, and hopefully learn a little bit of history. We decided to take a short drive to Lake Mead National Recreation Area to get some much needed fresh air and exercise while being on quarantine for several weeks now due to COVID-19. We chose the popular historic railroad pass where we can pass through man-made tunnels and still practice social distancing in our small group of friends of less than 10, and also use this opportunity for pictures, keeping 6 feet apart. The Hoover Dam, which is a man-made industrial wonder, was constructed in 1931 with the help of a network of railroads that worked on these ferry paths to transport materials to the dam. The multicolored rocky landscape around Lake Mead has so much history. These lands were once reconfigured by earthquakes, blasts of volcanoes, to even once being submerged by oceans and lakes. On the slope below are broken concrete plugs that were once used as placeholders on the floor of the Hoover Dam. The remnants of the plugs were left as a reminder from that particular moment in time. With the beautiful scenery, we approached the first tunnel. The desert heat didn't make the digging of these tunnels any easy. Hard volcanic rock, pounding jackhammers, swirling clouds of dust and sand was the image here back in 1931. Workers on round-the-clock shifts completed this government project in just 5 months. Wow, these tunnels were huge and amazing at 25 feet in diameter and 300 feet in length, which makes for another great picture spot. Walking through these tunnels was pretty cool, and I imagined how these tunnels once had trains running through them.
Everyone look out for bats.
Yes, these tunnels are also a popular spot for the Mexican-free tail bats, where they migrate here every year and hang out in the tunnels. Thankfully, we didn't see any of them today. Some of the tunnels were reinforced with timber framework to prevent fractured rocks from falling onto the rail cars and workers. Unfortunately, a fire in 1990 destroyed the original timbers, but the National Park Service stabilized the tunnels and restored the timber. So we got through 3 out of the 5 tunnels when we decided to head back. We'll definitely revisit and do the entire 7.5-mile round trip next time. For now, with all the uncertainty going on in this world, I hope this inspires you to do what matters most. With the suggested social distancing, you can still go out there, spend quality time with family, and make some quarantine memories. In Las Vegas, Lonnie Valdecantos, we live in interesting times.
When we come back, have fun making chocolate cupcakes. And from E25 Records, Break the Chain. Eagle News Weekend Edition will be right back. Stay with us. Welcome back. We continue with Eagle News Weekend Edition. Anna Kui here in Las Vegas. Now we know a lot of you have been baking a lot during these times, so why not make a party of it with your family and have some fun, even with classic recipes like chocolate cupcakes. Here's Jillian Andrade from our EBC Los Angeles Bureau to show us how.
Today, I'll be making chocolate cupcakes. For your dry ingredients, you'll need 3/4 cup all-purpose flour, 1/2 cup of cocoa powder, 3/4 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon baking soda, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. For your wet ingredients, you need 2 teaspoons vanilla extract, 1/2 cup granulated sugar, 1/2 cup packed ground sugar, 2 large eggs, 1/3 cup vegetable oil, and 1/2 cup of buttermilk. To start, preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and line a cupcake tray with cupcake liners. Now combine your dry ingredients: your flour, cocoa powder, baking soda, and salt. Whisk this together until well combined, or until you can't see the baking powder, baking soda, or salt. In a separate bowl, combine your wet ingredients: your white and brown sugar, oil, eggs, and vanilla extract. This does not include your buttermilk because your buttermilk will be added separately from the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients. Make sure to mix your wet ingredients until the mixture is one uniform color. After both mixtures are well combined, it is time to incorporate everything together. Do this by adding half of your wet ingredients and half of your buttermilk into your dry ingredients mixture and stirring until well combined. After it is well combined, add the rest of your wet ingredients and the rest of your buttermilk into the batter. Make sure to stir until just combined because you don't want to overmix your batter. Now that your cupcake batter has formed, you may begin to scoop your cupcake batter into the cupcake liners. Make sure to fill these cupcake liners only halfway full with cupcake batter to ensure that the cupcake does not overflow when baking in the oven. For me, I chose to use spoons to spoon in my batter into the cupcake liners, but if you have an ice cream scoop, that may also work as well. Once your cupcake liners are filled, place your cupcakes into the preheated oven and bake for 18 to 21 minutes. As your cupcakes bake, make a frosting with 1 cup of butter, 4 cups of powdered sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and 4 tablespoons of milk. For a thicker buttercream, add more powdered sugar. For a thinner buttercream, add more milk. After finishing your frosting, pull your cupcakes out of the oven and set them aside to allow them to cool before decorating with your frosting. To have a little more fun, make decorating the cupcakes into a fun little party with your family. As for me, I recruited my little sister to help me frost some cupcakes. Reporting from Santa Clarita, California, Jillian Andrade, Eagle News. We live in interesting times.
Thank you, Jillian. Now, music in any form can help us express our emotions, relieve our fears, and uplift our spirits. And that's what we've seen with the many different song covers related to the coronavirus. Well, here's an original composition, Break the Chain, from E25 Records, that I'm sure you'll enjoy.
Break the chain. Break the chain. Break the chain. You and I. Out the virus. Check the verse. Corona, I know you really wanna give yourself exposure to those who are older. Control your composure, protect my head and shoulders. Out of Manitoba to Corona, California. Got us all locked down, lounging on the sofa, binging on the Mandalona and the Baby Yoda. Sipping cherry cola, mama making sobers. More family time, we gonna come out of this stronger. They tell us, hold up, quarantine yourselves and the spreading will be slower. No more than 10 weeks to get my hopes up. We can go outside again with no mask and no gloves. Hoping my Lola will live to see this over. In the meantime, stay healthy, eat your okra, take your vitamins, drink your water, get your dose up. And nothing can be grosser than a cart at the grocer. Unify, never die in the face of pain. You and I out the virus. Break the chain. Unify, never die in the face of pain. You and I out the virus. Break the chain. Unify, never die in the face of pain. You and I out the virus. Break the chain. Unify, never die in the face of hurt. You and I out the virus. Check the verse. Break the chain. Break the chain. Break the chain. Unify, never die in the face of pain. You and I out the virus. Break the chain. Unify, never die in the face of pain. You and I out the virus. Break the chain. Unify, never die in the face of pain. You and I out the virus. Break the chain. Unify, never die in the face of hurt. You and I out the virus. Check the verse.
Thank you, Mike and Jay with E25 Records. A few reminders before we let you go. Wash your hands often with soap and water. Cover your mouth and nose while sneezing or coughing. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Avoid contact with sick people. And if you're sick, stay home and call your healthcare provider. Continue to practice social distancing, keeping at least 6 feet between yourself and others, and avoid crowds. But if you must go out, follow the mandate to wear a mask. Remember, COVID-19 is the enemy, not each other. That is this week's Eagle News Weekend Edition. Join us next week for stories from our viewers across the nation and around the globe. Visit our websites at eaglenews.net and eaglenewslive.com. Follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/eaglenews and on Facebook at facebook.com/eaglenews. Thank you for watching. I'm Anna Kui, and we live in interesting times.